Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Council members and staff. My name is Roth. I reside at 964 Drivers Lane. I've been a resident of Newport News for 21 years. And I do want to comment on the school board, but first, in your work session from March 27, 2018, the minutes from the work session state that there would be no new taxes or no changes in tax rates. You also state that 53% of residential properties would not increase in real estate assessments, and that the increases would primarily be in the commercial and industrial sections, along with apartments and condominium markets. Well, I'm part of the 47% who did receive an increase of 3.8%. And I own a single-family home, not a condo or an apartment, and many of the people I've been talking with also who own their own homes state that they also saw an increase in their rates. And I'm curious to know the percentage of single-family homes in that 47% who saw an increase in their rates compared to commercial and industrial properties. An increase in home values is a good thing. I just want to be sure that the burden of the new round of assessments is being done as stated primarily in the commercial and industrial sectors. Also, in looking at the proposed budget, one thing that struck me was the pre-65 retirement plan. There are only 500 former city employees in this plan, but the city is contributing an average of $14,000 per year per retiree. And this is costing the city of Newport News taxpayers $8 to $10 million per year. This pre-65 plan needs to be looked at more diligently for both the retirees who are in the plan and paying more out of their pocket, but also for the taxpayers of Newport News, who I'm sure would like to see a less expensive plan utilized. Lastly, I would ask that the City Council make a way, even with a very tight budget, to give the school board the requested funds. It's vitally important that we keep our well-qualified, hard-working teachers in Newport News. Many of our teachers actually reach into their own pockets to help supply their students with essential items, and this should not be the case. Let's make sure that there are funds available in our school system for these supplies. Our school teachers and staff are well worth the investment today, training and instructing our leaders for tomorrow. Thank you.